The advantages of building off-site and using a manufacturing process are numerous and fundamental. Using these processes, it enables us to build to a far higher standard. So we're producing our components in a factory setting which is dry and well lit, it's warm, it's not affected by adverse weather conditions, which of course we're vulnerable to in this country. It's far better for the contractors building, the tradesmen building these houses. It's a far more comfortable environment for them, which ultimately leads to a better product. It's a safer environment. So depending on which off-site process you deploy, and there are many, and we use a multiple number of them, depending on, it's all scheme and site dependent. But for instance, for our homes, our 2, 3 bed, 4 bed homes, we use a modular volumetric process, which is probably the peak of off-site manufacturing. And those houses are finished to a 95% level, so all the internal fittings and finishes are finished in the factory, and then they're craned onto a lorry, delivered to site, and then craned onto site. So all we have to do is join the modules together, and because it's such a high level of finish in the factory, all the snagging is done at that point. So the quality assurance is unique. You'll never get the same with a traditional build. So obviously traditional builds are experiencing quite a lot of problems from a PR and media point of view, but we're delivering homes that are of a high quality finish. They never leave the factory unless they're pretty much perfect there. Other benefits, our buildings outperform traditional builds by their very nature. They have a far higher degree of thermal efficiency, and the air permeability is far greater. It's a far tighter air envelope from an air permeability point of view. We spend far less time on site, between 30 and 50%. That reduces accidents and is far better for neighbours and residents. If we're on site for less time, then there's a greater chance to reduce general disruption. So many advantages, not least it leads to a far quicker build. Because we're building the building off-site, enables us to commence the groundworks and the foundations, the grillage, at the same time. So this compresses the length of the build immediately. We can be doing all those groundworks while we're building the superstructure off-site. We finish the groundworks. The panels or the modules, depending on how we're going to build, can be delivered and slotted into place straight away. So many reasons to choose off-site.